Oh.
Boop.
So the next game we have is dodgeball. Now, the objective of this game is it's really simple. You remain the last person standing among everyone else. It's
Just like the Hunger Games.
yeah, exactly.
2,000 years later.
I volunteer! I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
So, you can have a variety of materials. Basically, you're gonna want some balls that are not too hard that they would hurt, but also not just foam balls that will not able to throw. There's also some other options you can use. You can have like a backpack to keep balls in, or a tennis racket to deflect balls. I don't know. You can make up your own stuff for this, but that's basically all that we have.
Everybody to have 2 balls, at least. So if there's 5 players,
Otherwise, it might be just too hard to keep
Yeah.
track of everything or find all the items at the end of the game.
yeah, exactly. Players, again, like all of our other games,
Real simple because we operate
Yeah.
with often a pretty short
Yeah.
showing of players. A lot of our games can be played with just
Only
two players.
but it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's way more fun when there's a lot of people, like I said. But technically, you can't play with 2 players.
So basically, again, like all the other games, you'd want to have boundaries so things don't get too out of hand. We use the poles in this game yet again, but you can basically go anywhere within there and just try and hunt down your opponents or stay alive yourself. To set up the game, you would you'd basically have each player kind of collect up any balls they can find or other items, put them in a giant pile, and then you would have, starting with the youngest player, you'd have the youngest player pick one item of their preference that they'd want to use. Then you go to the next next oldest player, have them choose, and then you just keep going around in a circle until all of the items are gone. And then once you have all your items, you go onto a driveway to start. Once everyone's ready, it's pretty much just complete mayhem after that.
Yeah. Playing the game, like he said already. So you start on a driveway, like Space Cadets. You start on a driveway, and basically we all count down. And once we all count down together and reach 0, everyone goes and plays the game. Now, towards the beginning, as you can see in a few of our videos,
It might be a little bit slower paced.
yeah, exactly.
More standoff type of gameplay, but you'd be surprised as soon as someone makes the first throw, that just inspires total chaos.
A lot. Yeah, and a lot of that chaos results from alliances that are formed, and
Even though it's not a team game, that's another way we kind of have that sense of teamwork, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Operating as a unit.
and that's one of my favorite, personally, aspects of the game, because it'll help
Teaches
a lot.
that two is stronger than one.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll turn people against each other, and it's just super fun. Basically, if you get hit in the clothing or any part of your body, you're out. And if you're out, this is what you do. So you go to outside of the boundaries. So in our neighborhood, that's the poles.
Outside.
On the outside. Now, if someone in the game throws a ball at another person in the game and it rolls out of the boundaries, you can pick that ball up, and still staying outside the boundaries, you can throw it at people inside the boundaries still playing the game and get them out.
So, if you have younger players that you're playing with and they're getting frustrated because they can't always win out against us 8th grader brutes, you might want to consider giving them some sort of optional handicap. For example, you could, instead of having them be instantaneously out when they get hit, which is how we normally play, you could give someone who's really young, say, 2 or 3 lives, and then they can kind of weather the storm a little longer.
Exactly, yeah.